Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Friday live chat with Snowboard Pro Camp. My name is Kevin, and I'm coming to you guys from Whistler, BC, Canada. At the moment in my dungeon. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Going to be on here for about an hour to answer all your snowboard questions. Also want to cover a few topics with you guys as well. So post camp, some trick progression, and building confidence. So yeah, if you guys have any questions around those topics, definitely hit me up as well. This is also a super chat, so definitely if you guys want to support the channel and get your question answered, hit that super chat button. Also, this is the biggest community of snowboarders in the world, so definitely talk amongst yourselves as well. Ask each other some questions. It's always amazing to see you guys talking to each other. Yeah. Back here in Whistler, had a great week last week down in Oregon with the High Cascade Camp, riding with TJ and Garrett. So much fun. It was amazing meeting all the campers down there as well. Met so many fellow snowboarders, so many snowboarders that follow the channel and came out to camp. It was just the best week. Also, lots of the amazing staff out there. Shout out to all you guys. Thanks for having us down there. And yeah, looking forward to being back again someday. But yeah, for now, back in Whistler, we got the Whistler Glacier open here, so lots of chances to still snowboard here in Whistler. And actually got some news too for Australia and New Zealand coming up as well. So pretty stoked. Thank you guys all for joining in. Going to be on here for about an hour with you guys. Answer as many questions as I can get to. And we've already got from CJ Explored a super chat. Awesome. Thanks, CJ. For the $4.99 super chat, and CJ says, just posted a wake skate edit for y'all on my channel while we're waiting. So did TJ over on Board Archive. Let me know what you guys think. Awesome. Hashtag kombucha fund. Yeah, CJ, sick, man. We'll definitely, after the live chat, go check out your wake skate video, dude. That's awesome, man. Always love checking out everyone else's YouTube content as well. So keep it up, man. We'll definitely go check out your wake skate video. Thanks, CJ, for the support, dude. You're here every week, man. Thanks so much. Emilian Popoff, also here every week. Thanks, Emilian. He says he's checking out CJ's video. Very cool. And TJ's as well. Awesome, guys. Yeah, wake skating is super fun. It's pretty difficult. I don't think I've ever actually wake skated. I've wakeboarded, but never with the wake skate. And Emilian Popoff also with the €2 super chat. So thanks so much, Emilian. Appreciate it, man. Definitely go to one of the support funds here at Snowboard Pro Camp. Taco Fund, Kombucha Fund. Lucifer Morningstar's on the chat. And Patrick W, what's up? The early squad. Very cool. Oh, early squad. That just reminds me as well. Everyone in Europe, thank you guys so much for staying up late to watch this live chat. Everyone over in Australia, New Zealand, I know it's first thing in the morning for you guys, so thanks for waking up with us. And everyone in North America, we got it easy. It's right here in the middle of the day for us. So thank you guys all for tuning in. And Fabian says, hi, Kevin, greetings from Germany. What's up, Fabian? Yeah, also, guys, if you guys have any questions, hit me up and let me know where you guys are watching from as well. It's always a lot of fun to see where you guys are watching from. Justin Visey's on here. Adam Bad Riders, hi from Melbourne, Kevin. Some epic footage from High Cascade. Yeah, definitely. So that High Cascade week was just incredible. The park setup there was a new park setup, so it was really cool just checking out the new setup they had up on the mountain. And yeah, just so much space up there. So there was a good solid run to the park. And then once you got to the park, they had like lots of different lanes for lots of like small features, big features, boxes, rails. So a good variety of everything up there. There was a second park as well that was kind of had a different flow to it, which was fun. And then there was also the Timberline Advanced Park, which was pretty huge and intimidating, but it was fun to have access to that. Rode their half pipe a bit. And then also the public park. So just an insane amount of parks and features and things to have fun with just for all abilities. So it was just really cool up there for, yeah, at the High Cascade Camp. And Yeah, really fun. And Adam Bad Rider is probably appropriate too, since you're in Australia. We do have our Australia and New Zealand plans locked in. So we're flying to New Zealand, to Queenstown, on I believe it's the 17th of August. So I think there's like a day worth of travel in there. So we arrive into Queenstown, New Zealand on I think it's like the 18th. So probably be riding on the 19th, and then for about 11 or 12 days, we're going to be in Queenstown riding at Cardrona. So super stoked to be there. Then we're heading over to Australia for 3 weeks, I believe. The first week, we're just going to kind of do kind of like a tourist thing, take it easy. My girlfriend Jill's coming over. We're going to explore Melbourne and the area, maybe rent a car. And then we're going to do 2 weeks of snowboarding, I believe down at Perisher. So that's the plan right now. So we're going to be snowboarding at Perisher for, like 11, 12 days again, maybe a few more, until I think it's the 23rd of September. So from about the 11th or 10th, 11th of September until the 23rd of September, we'll be snowboarding at Perisher. So those are our August and September snowboard plans down in New Zealand and Australia. So super stoked about that. And all right, Breck Horton says, where are you guys from? And then he says, Ohio. So I'm in Whistler, but yeah, everyone else. So Josh Archer's watching from Denver. CJ Explorer says, Kevin, can you talk about your shoulder injury and recovery? What do you do now to prevent and manage injuries mid-season? Oh, CJ, man, that's a awesome, wicked question, man. So for me now, I feel like I've just learned how to snowboard and train and recover more effectively. So definitely when I'm riding now, I'm riding sort of like more in a, I'm not riding too conservatively, but I'm not pushing myself too much either. So there's like a happy medium where I'm progressing and I'm learning, but I'm warming up more into tricks, progressing up more towards things. And not trying to ride too hard or push myself too much where there's the chance of injury. So finding that sweet spot where I can comfortably progress with tricks, learn something, and then I think I said it in one of the videos, once you're out of snowboard juice, then that's when it's time to call it a day. So there's a certain amount of snowboard juice you have throughout the day, and then you reach that pinnacle, that point, and then you feel like maybe your energy level starts to come down, and that's when I feel like I'm starting to quit. So avoiding more injuries by progressing up slowly, by warming up. Then once I hit that peak, trying to progress in a safe way. Then when I feel if I start coming down on the down slide, that's when I can call it a day. I think a good example was this last trip. I did a lot of building up to tricks. So if you guys watching the videos, I was on the small jumps one day, then I was on a medium jump before hitting up the large, always progressing kind of day to day. And I was spending a lot of time on each feature. So I was really not trying to rush it, just taking my time, putting in lots of time, and then building up to a slow. I feel like that's a great way to prevent injury. And then for the recovery side, man, it's just a lifestyle thing, I think. So eating healthy, so trying to eat as healthy as possible, whatever that is for you. And then and for me, it's doing the whole vegan thing. So I'm just eating lots of plant foods and foods that are non-inflammatory foods. So stuff that's just gonna help me recover as fast as possible. And then also I do tons of stretching and some yoga and just moving my body and keeping things nice and loose and lubricated in my joints and everything. So yeah, my shoulder, I've had surgeries on both shoulders. So doing stuff that helps to stretch them out, keep them moving, and all that kind of stuff in the downtime, I think is super important. But yeah, awesome question, man. All right, I'm just gonna scroll back a little bit. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again. And Taylor Crone with the super chat, $10. Thanks, Taylor, so much. So much support, man. Really appreciate it. And he says, hey, man, could you do a review on the Ride Twin Pig, please? My rep says it rides flawlessly. Keep shredding. Awesome, man. I think that TJ may have a review coming out on the Twin Pig. I could be wrong, but yeah, that's one. If TJ hasn't done it already, then I'll get him to check it out. But I think TJ may have a review coming out. I'm pretty sure he was riding it up at High Cascade. My impression of the Twin Pig is that it's like, yeah, a park board, kind of similar to the War Pig, but more park, twin board. So I feel like, yeah, more park friendly, definitely. And then I feel like it may be a little bit suited more towards jumps. It may be a bit stiffer than a really soft jib board. So I feel like it's like a really, a board that's specific to hitting jumps, being a little bit more stiff and stable. And I think it's a little bit wider too than a traditional board. So maybe for somebody that has bigger feet, that wider board is good for somebody with big feet. So yeah, and I feel like the wider board too, it does make things more stable and allows you to carve a bit more aggressively as well. So again, for big jumps and things like that, where you need to have solid lines, big carves up to a jump for spins, I feel like that it's the kind of board. But I'm pretty sure TJ has a review coming soon, so keep an eye out for that. And Lee Chung watching from Norwich, UK. Very cool. Gonna scroll back too and check out some of the other questions I missed. And Jade O'Donnell says, Kevin, can you talk about getting confidence back after a bad injury? Awesome. Yeah, definitely. So confidence. So the way that I've done it, I'll give you an example. So I was hitting up a fairly large jump, a High Cascade, and I feel like you build your confidence when you kind of like you're approaching something slowly. So my goal was to get some 360s down with grabs. The first 3 or 4 times I hit the jump, I just did straight airs and I was going for different grabs on my board. And getting comfortable with that and, going for the grabs, just boosted my confidence, progressing slowly like that and getting a few different grabs and just feeling comfortable. Then once I had that fourth straight air with the grab, feeling good, then I moved on to a 180. So then I spun the 180. The first one felt a little bit sketchy, but then I did another 180, felt good. Then I did a couple 180s with grabs and they felt good. And then once that felt solid, then I was like, all right, I'm gonna try the 3. Then I would go for my first 3. First 3 felt a little bit funny. Didn't feel like a lot of confidence, but every time I did it, I just felt like a little bit better. I may have even scaled it back once or twice to the 180 and then back to the 3. And then you get the 3 going and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna go for the 3 with the grab. And because I did all those steps up to it, I wasn't like feeling afraid or feeling that fear of like having low confidence, because I feel like if I had gone for the 3 with the grab straight away, I would have been scared. I would have like had too much to think about in my brain. And I just would have maybe panicked or froze in the air. I feel like that's really common. If you don't have the confidence, you're gonna freeze. So by building up to it slowly, it allowed me to not freeze, not freak out, and just go for it. So yeah, build up to it slowly. And then there was another day where I was hitting an even bigger jump. I think it was in the last video, if you guys have seen that one, where I thought I could sort of do the same thing, but I think I tried to progress a little bit too fast. And what was happening is I was going to spin the same kind of 3, go for the grab, but because the trick was actually easier on the larger jump, but the size of the jump was kind of like putting some doubt into my head. So every time I went to do the 3 and then go for the grab, I kind of froze. And it was just too much for me to handle. So I probably should have scaled it down a little bit, maybe progress a little bit slower. But I feel like that's the best way to progress, especially, because when you have injuries too, that's another thing that's on your mind. So yeah, just progressing slowly, and then you calm down, you feel more confident, and you're not gonna freeze. You're gonna go for the trick and nail it. And I think that's the best way to do it. Awesome, guys. Thanks so much for all your questions. Gonna get to as many as possible. Lots of these are flying by. But I appreciate them all. Gonna try, if I miss your question, definitely hit me up again. I'm gonna do my best to get to as many as I can in this hour. Snowboard Life, can you give us your biggest tip to get pop for jumps? Oh, very, very good question, man. Yeah, for jumps, I feel like, you know, it is simple. It's just, it is just doing that little pop, even off both feet. I guess, and then each jump kind of has a different feel to it as well. So the first day I was at camp, there was 2 small jumps, but each jump felt totally different. So the first time I went off them, I kind of coasted. And I feel like sometimes when you coast and you don't pop, you end up having to, you get the balance in the air that the jump kind of dictates to you. So the first time, a couple times I hit them, kind of threw me off. And then you kind of get the feel of how each jump is built a little bit different and how you need to kind of keep balance on your board as you ride up that takeoff. But then, yeah, once you, also if you don't pop, it's hard to get grabs because your board is just kind of, when you're coasting, your board ends up pretty far away from you when you coast, compared to if you get the pop, then you jump, you pop, your knees come up, and that's when it's very easy to go for that grab. So I would say first couple times, just coast off the jump and get the feel for it. Get the feel for like how that takeoff is gonna be. Then when you kind of get the feel, then you can start to ride up with more confidence. And then, yeah, get that level pop. And for me too, it's like from learning, getting more of a feel from skateboarding is that you want your board to be level or just a little bit more on your toes. Just like board slightly level or little bit of toe pressure. And that allows you to pop, I think, a bit more level too. It's just like jumping in real life. It's hard to jump off your heels. It's much more easy to jump off your toes. But you don't want to be like all the way on your toes. Just a little bit of toe pressure, get that level pop. Then you'll feel your board come up to you. And then, yeah, when I'm going for pops too off of jumps, I feel like when I grab my board, then that gives me more stability too in the air. So get the pop, get the grab, and you'll feel solid. And then, yeah, just start small, build it up, keep going with it. Start with a small jump, try it on mediums. And yeah, each jump is different, so just get the feel on each jump. Yo, I just saw that Sister JJ is tuning in. What's up, Jessica? Thanks for coming on here. Miss all you guys that got to meet at camp. Yeah, so much fun. Hope you guys had a good trip home. All right, gonna scroll back and get to some of the questions I missed. Guys, thanks for all the great questions this week. Justin Visey with the super chat. Justin says, hashtag taco fun. Thanks, man. $2 taco fun. That's a couple tacos right there. And he says, how do you like your Nitro POW? Yeah, I love it, man. So this is the Nitro POW. That's the one right there. That's it's incredible. Great powder board. It's got like the fat nose, so it keeps you floating pretty level on the board. You're not like having to lean back onto your back leg pretty much at all. And that little cutout on the tail too helps you keep your weight more forward because you have less of the snow under your back foot. So yeah, just really great float on the more towards the nose, which keeps you pretty much centered. And then it's got that really surfy shape too. So as you're riding through the powder, you just have like this surfboard feel on top of the snow. So absolutely love it. Definitely the best powder board I've ever ridden. I'm kind of debating whether or not to sell that board this fall and possibly get a new POW board just to continue to try different powder boards and always, so I can give you guys more feedback on what I think are good powder boards. But so far, that one is the best one I've ever ridden. Awesome, guys. So I'm going to scroll back, check out some of the other questions. Sorry if I've missed some of your guys' questions, definitely hit me up again. So Ryan Joyce says, what's up? How'd T-Line go last week? Love that place. Top favorite mountains in the US. yeah, it's definitely my best place for summer riding. For the summer snowboarding, so far it's my best. Gonna head down to Australia and New Zealand soon, so I guess for Southern Hemisphere, I can compare it to that. But yeah, it's incredible. I absolutely love Timberline, the High Cascade Camp, the whole thing. For summer riding, it's the best, for sure. And Rob Gam says, Kevin, are there public runs still open at the same time camp is going on? Yeah, there's still public lines open, absolutely. So there's two, when I was there was two chairs. The first chair, it's pretty much like a big wide run. You can go down. There's also some areas off the side where there's some snake runs start to build up. And then once you get below the second chair and you're sort of on the first chair area of the mountain, then that's where the public park is. And they had a half pipe, they had like 3 jumps, and then a whole variety of boxes and rails. So lots in the public still. Vicar says, yo, how was the snow at Cascade, Kevin? I'm on session 4, coming all the way from the UK. Yeah, the snow was perfect. It was awesome snow. I feel like you definitely have to, it takes you a little bit of getting used to, a day or two, or maybe just one day to get used to the type of snow. But I feel like it held up really, really well, to be honest. For how warm it is up there, the snow held up like beautifully. It doesn't get like super slushy or soupy. It holds together like surprisingly well, actually. Lucifer Morningstar says, Kevin, now you've been riding unions for a while. How do they compare to the Burton bindings in your opinion? I think about getting some Atlas bindings for my new board. So yeah, my opinion, so I've ridden both the Burton Malavitas, the Burton Cartels, Union Atlas, Union Contacts, and performance-wise, like while you're riding, the thing I love about both bindings is that you don't really think about them too much. They just feel good. The like heel hammock on the Malavitas is awesome, tightens up really well, very easy. Toe caps on both work out well. Depending on the stiffness you want, so the Atlas are more geared towards all mountain. The Union Compacts that I've been riding are a bit more for park because they're much softer. Allows you to get your feet into and board in all kinds of different positions. And you can get the same with the Burton. But the reason I prefer Unions at the moment is because just having a few like glitches, a few problems with the Malavitas with the ratchet systems, having the ratchets not always hold down when I'm clicking them down and like missing clicks, or having my binding not being able to get it off at the end of the day. So there's a few of those issues happening from time to time with the Malavitas. So that's why I decided to give the Unions and the Union Atlas and the Union Contacts a try. And Contacts? Yeah, that's right. And but yeah, so far I love the Unions. I prefer them at the moment just because they've been more consistent, much more consistent. They do have that one tendency for the heel strap for the screw to come a little bit loose over time. So you do have to tighten that from time to time. But yeah, that's why I prefer the Unions. They've just been more reliable in terms of the ratcheting them down. Ryan FC says, what's up from Australia? Wicked board collection in the background. Awesome. Thanks, Ryan. Can't wait to get down to Oz and ride a parachute with you guys in September. All right. Justin Visey's correcting me, girlfriend. Yeah, more like fiance. Exactly. My fiance is coming in September to visit. Liam says, hey, Kevin, camp look awesome. Thanks, man. Thanks for checking out the videos. Takudzwa says you should make an app with all your videos so they're easily accessible. Great idea, man. Yeah, lots to get onto. Oh, this is one thing too, guys, is that yesterday I ordered some stickers. So I'm having some stickers made. I'm gonna go through the process of like seeing which stickers I like and kind of like customizing some designs. And then I'm gonna have some stickers for sale for you guys, hopefully within the month. So keep a lookout for that. I'm going through a sticker company online. They're gonna send me a bunch of test samples that should arrive next week. Gonna take a look at those, see which ones I like, maybe change up some designs. And then once I kind of get like 4 or 5 stickers I'm super happy with, gonna get those out to you guys hopefully within the month. So keep an eye out for that. Santiago says, greetings from Argentina. Have you ever been here? Not yet, but would love to visit Argentina one day. Mr. Dredd says, loving the streams. Awesome. Me too. Yeah, love being on here with you guys. All right. Just going to go down a little bit. Sorry, guys, if I'm missing some of the questions. Lee Chung says, your riding this season has been looking great, playful and progressive. Awesome. Thanks, man. You planning on another Euro trip at some point? Perhaps try one of the local dry slopes. Yeah, would love to for the dry slopes. Maybe not a dry slope, but maybe an indoor slope like for preseason in Holland or somewhere around there. We're still planning what our winter is gonna be like next year. I think we have some big plans. We want to hit some of our dream locations. So yeah, TJ and I were putting together a list of our top locations that we want to hit for snowboarding. So this past winter was incredible. The Euro trip was amazing. Going to Japan was amazing. Everywhere we went to around the States, incredible. But yeah, we're gonna try to put together another like big lineup of countries and locations that like are on our bucket list. So TJ and I, we're gonna build that list and yeah, start booking trips. All right, so Evo says, have you ever done a black diamond snowboarding? Yeah, absolutely. All right, awesome questions, guys. Justin Sang says, is there a bounce/trampoline training center in Lower Mainland Vancouver area? I'm not sure, but you could probably, I think there is one. You could definitely just look it up. Yeah, highly recommend doing some trampoline training. I think I'm actually gonna go to Bounce Whistler tonight and get some spins going. Awesome way to get your air awareness happening. I've also got if you guys can see down there, there's a snowboard addiction training boards down there. Another way, great way to sort of do some off-hill practice. And, but yeah, the bounce spot is awesome. Getting upside down, just feeling more comfortable in the air. If you can throw a training board on a trampoline board while you're there too, you can, get comfortable with grabs or with your spins. Really, really awesome way to off-season train. So CJ Explored with another awesome question. What is your editing process like? Any big tips for more efficiency with filming, editing? Yeah, definitely. So when you're filming, if you film like everything in order, I feel like that's the best way to, that makes for a fast editing process. So your timeline's all lined up. Edit the same day that you film, then everything is fresh in your mind so that you know all the highlights that you want to include. Learn like 3 or 4 of like the basic buttons. So there's like the cut tool, the select tool, and there's also like I can't remember the name of it, but like a ripple delete tool. If you learn those like 3 tools, then that's like really quick. But yeah, usually I just load everything in the night after I've done filming a video. So put all those videos on. I don't watch anything ahead of time. I just go straight into the editing process. And then I don't even really watch the video. I kind of slide the bar across the timeline so that I'm like speeding through the clips. And then I kind of like, I'll speed through all the stuff that is, that I can delete. So I'll like speed through, cut that, ripple, delete it. watch the stuff I want to keep, and then cut after. And then I'll just, yeah, continue to drag the line, deleting everything I don't want, keeping everything I think is interesting or I want to keep in the video. And then if I do that, I can usually turn about an hour worth of video into like a, say like a 10-minute video. So you cut out all the extra. Then it's just a matter of going through and just cleaning up all the little things. And then I find if you create presets, so like let's say if you want, there's certain effects that you use all the time, create like a preset. So like I usually add a little bit of contrast to my videos. So I have like a contrast preset. I'll have like a shadow and highlight preset, just a few presets that if I need to add into video clips, I can just grab them out of the presets. I don't have to manually do everything every time. So yeah, just, and with practice, just doing it every day, you'll practice, you'll get faster, and then you'll be a crazy master editor. You can have video up every day. Awesome, guys. Thanks for all the great comments. Jasper says, hey, bro, what's up, bro? How have you been? Been doing good, man. Thanks. Hope you guys are doing well, too. So ResCap says, Kevs, what date are you leaving NZ? So I think I'm in New Zealand from the 17th until the 31st. 17th to the 31st. So I think, but we arrive on the 18th. So the 18th to the 31st. Jackson says, Kevin, are you guys usually up at Timberline for session 1 of High Cascade every year? Not every year, but we have been there for session 1, I think the last 3 years. I think it's just, session 1 is a good one to attend. There's lots of snow. It's a good kickoff. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, next year we may not be there for 1, and maybe it's 2. Can't really say, it's too far away at the moment. But yeah, it's always fun. Florian says, hey, it's summer now and there's no more snow here in France, and wanted to know how to keep practicing without snow. I've heard about freeboards. Do you know something about it? I think I saw some freeboards down at camp. I've never tried one, but definitely any of those like board type hobbies are good. Skateboarding is probably super sick. I would say just go skateboard. Any skateboarder that I've taught to snowboarding usually picks it up really, really fast. All the skills are totally transferable. All right, I think we got some, I think we got a new super chat here. Oh, dang, I missed a few super chats. Oh, yeah, a bunch of super chats. So Snowboard Life with the super chat. Thanks, man. Can you please give me the best tip for filming? Best tip for filming is the best tip. Number 1 tip for filming. I would say the thing I find for filming is, so for me, I use a GoPro, and it's about getting close up. So being close to your subject, I feel like that really helps. Keeping the snowboard in frame obviously really helps. So being close, having the snowboard in frame. With the GoPro 6, it's got the stabilizer too, so it keeps this built-in stabilizer, which keeps the shot really steady. And yeah, being up close. I find it hard, like when I'm watching snowboard videos, if like the snowboarder is too far away, you can't see all the like interesting little things that they're doing because it's too far away. So keeping it close up, I think, is a good one. Lucifer Morningstar with the super chat. Thanks, Lucifer. And he says, thanks, Kevin. I appreciate you, bro. Hashtag give you the booch. Oh, I think it's give me the booch. Oh, give you the booch. Yeah, give me the booch. Give me the booch. Thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate you too, Lucifer. Thanks for tuning in every week, man. A week a year, then definitely helps. Hitting up a trampoline place near you, get some of that air. 1 week a year, then definitely try some. All right, sorry about that, guys. Hope everything is good. Lost connection there for a second. But yeah, so if you want to progress in the park and you only have 1 week a year, definitely do some stuff outside the park first. You can check out the Snowboard Addiction training board. You can go to a trampoline center and work on getting a tramp board. Definitely skateboarding. But then, yeah, when you have that 1 week a year, just build up to it slowly. Maybe get in there and maybe outside the park if you're feeling comfortable with your ollies and side hits outside the park first. Then you can try some stuff inside. But yeah, it's tough because if you only have 1 week a year, yeah, it's not much time to practice. But do what you feel comfortable with. And Shred1904 with the super chat. Thanks, man. Shout out to my cousin Yatrika for her birthday. Awesome. Happy birthday, Yatrika. Hope you have a good one. Sister JJ with the super chat as well. Thank you for taking the time to hang out at High Cascade. Awesome, Jessica. No problem. Yeah, it was so much fun hanging out with you guys. I hope we get the chance to do it more. If we can do something like that every year, somewhere in the world, that would be amazing. So let's keep in touch. It was, yeah, awesome to hang out with you and your husband, and let's make it happen more often. And Michaela Maloney with another super chat. Do you have any tips for someone who wants to progress into park riding, but only rides 1 week a year? Oh, already had that question. Yeah, sorry. I already got that question, but yeah. Oh, you asked it twice. Okay, that's all good. Yeah, definitely just progress up to it. Do as much as you can outside of that week. And then while you are riding, I feel like the biggest key too is like if that 1 week of the year, it really depends on the snow conditions. So if you've got really firm, icy conditions, then I wouldn't recommend really pushing it in the park. You really got to make sure that that 1 week that you have, that you've got some good snow, and that'll just allow you to attempt some park stuff. But if the conditions aren't there, I would say hold off and try to get up 2 weeks a year if you can. Awesome, guys. I hope I got to all of them. Yo, Casey Willax, thanks for tuning in, man. I hope you're having a great time at High Cascade. Been checking out some of your videos, Casey. Dude, it's making me miss it so much. Have fun there, man. And yeah, sorry we missed you. Would have been awesome to do some laps. Yeah, next time, dude. If you ever want to come up to Whistler, you got a place to crash, man. And hope we get to snowboard more together, dude. Yeah, I was loving that last video you did. You had some spins with the helmet cam. Looked like so much fun, and would love to get on a spin session with you next time. Steve says, "What's up, Kevin?" Shout out from Scotland. What's up, Steve in Scotland? And Jasper Ashton says, "Hey, what dates are you going to Australia, and what mountains are you going to? Maybe we can meet up with you at Mount Buller or at Threadbow." So at the moment, our plan is just to go to Perisher, and I think we're going to be there from about the 10th of September until the 23rd. So yeah, if you guys can make it to Perisher, or if somehow we can get some. The reason we're going to Perisher is because we have the Epic passes, so we get some free riding there. Don't have to buy lift tickets. But yeah, if we can somehow get some free tickets from Mount Buller or Threadbow, we'd be down for riding there too. So maybe once it gets closer, maybe we can start planning some alternate locations. Yo, Vince Powell Newman, thanks for tuning in. Van Stewart, thanks for tuning in. Justin Visey says, "Do you have an estimated time for Jackson Hole this coming season? I know that was up there for North America resorts for you guys." Yeah, Jackson Hole, definitely top of my list. Would love to spend some time there. Don't have anything planned. Yeah, it's a little bit too far away at the moment, but we'll definitely keep you posted, Justin. Yeah, it's just tough. We're like, we just came back from High Cascade, trying to plan see what the July plan is, Australia, New Zealand, and then October, I think we're trying to figure out something for Dubai. So many plans. And I guess, I don't know, we need like a manager, I think, to handle all these plans. But yeah, I'll keep you posted on Jackson Hole. That's definitely on the top of my list. And Jag 3DJ-J says, where are you snowboarding in New Zealand? So I think the plan is we're flying into Queenstown and going to be snowboarding at Cardrona. August, about 18th to the 31st, around there. And your goat, Ethan, says, Casey Willax, you got a sub. Very cool. Yeah, let's grow this snowboard YouTube community. So many great YouTubers out there. Casey is he's killing it. Anytime somebody brings up Casey, I always say he's a beast. He's just like, he's riding, he's getting out killer content. It's awesome to see. B. Pecor says, shout out from Alaska. Awesome, very cool. Alaska's up there too. Would love to go do some heli trips in Alaska, maybe next March, April time. Snowboard Excursion says, what size is your Arbor Westmark, and are you thinking about selling it too? I am thinking about selling it, and it's a 157, I think. Yeah, 157. I'm 175 pounds, so I feel like that's about the weight range around there. CJ Explorer says, some brands need to team up with the YouTube snowboard crew and fund some epic trips / content. Yeah, absolutely. It's a little bit tough for us because we want to be like completely honest with like gear and stuff that we recommend. But I feel like if a company wanted to sponsor a trip, or I feel like that's something that we can do and just kind of do our best to keep our opinions about brands and gear and stuff separate from if like a brand wants to send us out on a trip. But yeah, that would be great. It'd be awesome to get some support. At the moment, you guys are our sponsors with stuff like, you know, doing the super chat. This helps us keep the video content rolling. Also over on Patreon, we've got, so at 4:30, I'm going to jump on to Patreon for a live stream as well. So if you guys haven't heard of it, for $3 a month, you get access to bonus Snowboard Pro Camp material, one of which is, yeah, a live chat we're going to do at 4:30. So yeah, it's patreon.com/snowboardprocamp. Awesome way to support the channel. So right now you guys are the sponsors, but it would be cool to get like trip sponsors so that we can go to crazy, interesting places. It'd be fun to like do a trip to China. I know China's blowing up for snowboarding. It'd be awesome to get a paid heli trip up to Alaska. But yeah, there's so many destinations. Snowboarding it's an expensive sport, but we're trying to travel the world doing it and bring you guys the best content that we can possible. But yeah, any snowboard companies out there want to sponsor a trip, send us an email. But yeah, you guys have been the sponsors so far, so thank you guys so much. And I feel like we could probably do it just the snowboard community, just with the way things are going. This is an awesome way to do it as well. All right, gonna go back to the bottom. Awesome, so we got a super chat from Raymond Mendoza Nunez, $5, thanks so much. This is what it's all about. This is the community sponsorship right here. Have you ever thought about allowing your subscribers to pick your next board to ride for a season? Whoa. Picking 3 or 4 powder boards and let us vote on it. Wow, dude, that's an awesome idea. Woo. That's a lot of trust. I guess I trust you guys, actually. That's a really cool idea. I love that. Yeah, I've actually been setting up my lineup for 2019 boards. Really want to get like a park board, free ride board, all mountain board, powder board, and just like, just ride, say like 3 or 4 boards for the whole season. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll put forth like, say 5 picks for a powder board and then let you guys vote. That's a really cool idea. Very cool. All right, I'll consider it. Love it. And thanks for the support, man. Damn, that's a good idea. It's making me a little bit nervous. Have to commit to whatever board you guys tell me. Cool idea. I love it though. All right, so Red's Cap with the $15 super chat. Wow, Reds, thanks so much. Dude, you're a legend. Every week you're on here, man. Really appreciate it. And Red says, thanks, Kevin, for all your effort to make and share your videos. Awesome. Yeah, love doing it for you guys. So thanks so much for the support, Reds. Yeah, and lots of, want to keep the content varied too, between the border, like gear reviews, trying to give you guys the best feedback on gear, more tutorials on like tricks, but also beginner stuff and just free ride as well. So lots of stuff coming to you guys about all that kind of stuff. I got plans for a new beginner series too. So for all the beginners that want to get into snowboarding, if you guys have friends or relatives you want to help get into boarding, I'm going to put out a full series of beginner stuff too. So it's all part of it. So thank you guys. Thanks so much for the support, Reds. So Hamish says, what do you do in the summer? So far my summer has been pretty full with snowboarding. But yeah, here in Whistler, like stuff that's like totally unrelated. I love going for hikes in the mountains here. I just got my bike set up so I can go on some bikes around the valley trails and stuff. Yeah, stuff like that. I like to go for drives, go check out other towns in the area and other places. So I like to do all that kind of stuff. Definitely some swimming in the lakes around here. So yeah, all that kind of stuff in the summer. Love just to be outside as much as possible. And Mike says, hope everyone is doing well. I appreciate how this channel has continued to progress. Much love from the heat in Tucson, Arizona. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in from Tucson, Mike. Yeah, absolutely. Want to keep it progressing. Want to keep some new ideas always coming forward and keeping everyone informed on the latest in snowboarding for sure. Paul Gerards, I think I said that right, with the $5 Euro super chat. Thanks, man. Thanks, Paul. And Paul says, thanks for the amazing vids. I'm a student developer and I'd love to create you guys an app with the vids to have something for my portfolio. Oh, very cool, Paul. If you want, send me an email. It's SnowboardProCamp@gmail.com. If you want to do an app, man, absolutely, go for it. Would love to, put out an app and get all the videos on there. So if you're interested, shoot me an email or just go for it, man. That sounds amazing. So Oliver Carell says, coming to New Zealand in July? No, August 17th to the 31st. Leave here on the 17th. I think we arrive about the 18th. And then leave New Zealand on the 31st of August. Snowboard Excursions wants to know where I'm going to be selling my gear at. I'm probably just going to be selling it locally in Whistler because it's so expensive to ship snowboards, especially outside of Canada. So if I'm going to sell these boards for probably sell them for a very low price because they're used. So it's not really worth it to spend like $100 or $200 on shipping. I think the last time I shipped a board overseas, it cost me $200 to send it to Europe. So yeah, it's not quite, these boards, some of these boards aren't worth $200 now. Awesome, guys. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. Steve Zimmerman says, thanks for all the content over the years, Kev. Really helped me and my buddy progress. Keep it independent, bro. All right, we'll keep it independence. Sponsored by you guys. It's probably the best way. Hamish Ingham says, what is your most expensive board? Ooh, that's a good question. I think it's the Jeremy Jones, Jeremy Jones. It's the T-Rice board by LibTech. I think that was the most expensive one. I think it was around like $600 Canadian. I feel like my next lineup of boards, I'm gonna try to keep it lower in the future. I love that board. It's been a lot of fun, great for carving, but yeah, I feel like I want to get the price of boards down. So I'd love to stick in a range of like $300 to $500 in the future. But yeah, great question, man. T-Rice Pro, yep, by LibTech. I think all the other boards are around $400 to $500. What else? So this one, I think, but this is the Capital Horoscope, maybe my least expensive board. I think that one is in the $300 to $400 range. But yeah, I want to keep the boards. Yeah, and Jen says the LibTech Travis Rice is expensive. It's an expensive board. Lots of good tech goes into it. Yeah, lots of time. I feel like boards nowadays, it's like you really do get what you pay for. When you pay for more expensive boards, you get all the fanciest tech. But yeah, I feel like in the future, I want to keep my boards on the cheaper end, just because I end up buying too many. Awesome, guys. Snowboard Life says, what's the weather like over there during the winter? How much snow? So here in Whistler, we get pretty consistently a ton of snow. Maybe check out on the Whistler website. It'll show you like the monthly snowfall amounts, and it's crazy. It's like something like 3 to 4. I can't remember what the average is, but maybe like an average of 3 meters per month, somewhere around there. I feel like that's right. I may be wrong, but we get a ton of snow. It can get a little bit too cloudy around Whistler, which is kind of good in some ways. You get lots of snow, but on the other hand, sometimes you miss the sun. So when it's sunny, definitely I always get up riding. But yeah, we get a lot of snow here. And Justin says, I'm thinking about getting that Jones Carbon flagship. That thing is $1,000. Yeah, there's some crazy expensive boards out there. Yeah, well, I feel like everyone's got a different priorities with how much they want to spend on boards. So that's something to consider too. Yeah, go for it if it's worth it for you. I'm sure it's an incredible board. Lucifer Morningstar, Kevin, you're supposed to have a snowboard quiver. It looks like you've got a snowboard shop. I know, but definitely got the quiver happening. I got the all mountain board with the T-Rice. Got the Battalion is a very park focused board. The true just straight powder nitro pow. Even the Arbor Westmark, another. It's kind of like an all mountain / park board. Then over here, we've got the 420 straight powder. We've got the Horoscope, which is a very park board. Solomon Huck Knife, very park board. And then also the two boards that I didn't mention are both No Bad Day boards. And I think they're very specific to big jump. So park boards for jumps. So yeah, good array there. Got time to clean house though. I feel like I got to make room for the 2019 boards. And Matt Huang says, where in New Zealand are you visiting? So we're going to be in Queenstown, New Zealand, and riding at Cardrona. So I did send an email out to Cardrona to see if we could get some help with lift tickets. So Cardrona is going to help us out with lift tickets while we're there. That definitely helps us when we travel to get some free lift tickets. So yeah, stoked on riding at Cardrona. Snowboard Life asks, how do you make your intro to your video? So that was pretty, so the intro, you mean just with like the logo and then the Snowboard Pro Camp pops up. So I feel like there's maybe there's like two graphics there. So there's the one graphic, which is just a picture of, or maybe there's three graphics. There's the white background, there's the picture of the logo, and then there's the text that says Snowboard Pro Camp. And each one has just a different effect on it. So I've got the white background, it's just white. And then I feel like the logo, which is a picture, just a picture of the logo itself. And the effect is like the zoom effect. So it zooms in and sticks on the screen. So that's just the zoom effect on the logo effect, or the logo picture. And then the third one is just the text of Snowboard Pro Camp. And it has like, I can't remember what the effect is called, but it's like a wipe effect. So it just wipes open. So yeah, it's 3 different pictures all in one screen, and they all just have a couple different effects. So that's about it. Awesome, guys. So let's get to a few more questions. So Ethan says, why do you need all the boards? So I guess I don't need them. Before this season, I would typically just ride a few boards a year. But I feel like now, like doing the live chats and also with riding with TJ, I'm just more interested in trying different boards so that I can have good info for you guys. So I'm trying to try a variety of boards so that I can experience different tech. So for example, on the LibTech boards, they got the magnet traction. So I wanted to get a board with magnet traction to really feel what that's like. So I can give you guys my feedback on it. Also, the Battalion's got the 3BT. So the nose and tail are kind of like have a spoon shape. Wanted to ride a board like that so that I could give you guys feedback. So yeah, just trying to ride lots of different kinds of boards so that I can give you guys feedback on them as well. So In Motion SLB tuned in. What's up, Narav? Thanks for tuning in, man. Cat 30's just tuning in as well. What's up, Cat? Awesome, guys. Red's Cap says, have you tried the Oakley Fall Line and compared the Line Miner? What can you say about the upcoming Fall Line XL Prism React? Is it worth to cope? So for me, the Fall Lines are a little bit more narrow compared to the Line Miner. So I prefer the Line Miners at the moment because they just have the peripherals bigger and you don't really see the frame of the goggles. But I haven't got to try the Fall Line XLs. So maybe the Fall Line XL kind of fixes that problem and makes it a bit bigger. And love the idea of the Prism React, just being able to have one lens that can change to all different conditions. And I'm sure that Oakley has really done it well. So I feel like if the peripherals on the Fall Line is better, if it's like a bigger, just a little bit, so like everyone's head and face size is a little bit different. For me, I've got like a big head, and so I need like as big of a goggle as possible. So the previous Fall Line was a little bit too small. So hopefully, I'm sure with the XL, they've made that bigger. I feel like they're going to be amazing goggles. I feel like they've fixed that problem of it being too small and then just having one lens that does everything. But I think you got to order them, like get your pre-orders in, because I'm sure they're going to sell out really fast. Awesome, guys. So I just want to give a shout out to everyone that's done super chats today. Thank you guys so much for the support. Paul, Reds, Ramon, Michaela, Sister JJ, Shred 1904, Lucifer Morningstar, Snowboard Life, Justin Vasey, Taylor, Emilian, and CJ Explored. Thank you guys all for the super chats this week. Yeah, I really appreciate it, guys. And just, yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in. Just you guys being here just helps grow the snowboard community, and yeah, just gets more people stoked on snowboarding, which is the whole idea behind this channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's live chat. Try to get to as many questions as possible. If you guys want, definitely hop over onto Patreon. Gonna go live on there in 30 minutes for another live stream. So if I missed some of your questions, definitely hop over there. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope that I gave you guys some good advice this week and answered all your questions. And hopefully I get to see some of you guys on our upcoming travels. So yeah, and last week at High Cascade, it was amazing meeting some of the Snowboard Pro Camp community. So awesome meeting you guys there. So thanks for tuning in, guys. If you guys can, give this video a like, share it on your social media platforms with anyone that you think is interested in snowboarding. And I'll see you guys on the live chat next week. Stay tuned on Monday. TJ is doing his live chat every Monday. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Smash that like button. Oh, and then if you're subscribed too, hit the bell, and then you get notified every time that I go live. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys. Thanks.